There's nothing better than harvesting your own fresh produce from your backyard. We live in suburbia in California, Zone 9B, and Tomato Tim and I grew this lovely arugula, and tonight I'm gonna make an arugula salad with a lemon dressing and Parmesan cheese. It's a very simple salad. Now, as you can see, I harvested my mature arugula leaves, and this is gonna be a little bit more bitter. The flavor will be more peppery, but I think using the lemon dressing will really tone that down. I'm gonna go ahead and make this salad. There's plenty of baby leaves still out on the arugula in my arugula planter, and I'll be able to harvest that later. But even if you let the arugula go a little bit, there's still a lot of things you can make with it. So follow along with me. If you don't grow your own arugula, you can certainly buy arugula from the grocery store or the farmer's market, and you can still make this delicious salad. Thanks for following. So first I want to give this arugula a nice washing. We did grow it in our garden and it looks clean, but it may have, you know, a few little bugs on it. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse off each leaf. If you're really worried about your lettuce or your arugula and you know that there are bugs on it, then you probably want to give it a soaking in salt or vinegar. My arugula, there's a little hole here, but the rest of the leaves look pretty good. My arugula has been pretty clean of bugs, and I don't usually find a lot of bugs on my arugula simply because it's winter time or it's cold out. We've had a few frosts, and there just aren't as many bugs at this time of year. So I feel good just rinsing them and then putting them through I'll be spinning them dry. Usually with my lettuce in the summer, I would go ahead and actually give them a good soak in a salt water or vinegar bath. Some of the leaves, like this one, I already harvested this one, so this is from where I cut the arugula the first time I harvested it. Prepping my arugula for the spinner, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to tear my arugula, and I'm not going to take the bottom stem because that's one of the most bitter parts of it. So see how the leaves branch off? I'm just going to do some little cuts. And the lower part of it, little tears in the lower part of it, I'm gonna go ahead and compost. But like this, I'm just gonna kind of rip these like this. Spin dry your arugula after cleaning the leaves. So what's nice about this salad is it's nice and quick and easy. So this is my salad spinning bowl. I'm gonna mix the salad and the dressing and everything right in this bowl. I'm gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now I have this nice measuring cup. It's like a little measuring cup. I got it at a specialty kitchen store, and it has tablespoons. So I'm gonna try to mix this all in one. So 2 tablespoons is to this line right here. just gonna pour my olive oil right up to the 2 tablespoon line. Just like that. 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. I'm gonna set this right inside the bowl. I have my nifty lemon squeezer here. Gonna put my lemon from my garden right in here, upside down like that. And I'm just gonna squeeze. Now, I want it just to go to 4 tablespoons. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it and I'm just gonna start squeezing. And you can see what's neat about this little lemon squeezer is there's a hole in the bottom and it comes right out. So I can just squeeze until I get to the 4. And I'm squeezing. I think I need a little bit more. Squeeze harder. Keep squeezing. Some of it's getting into the bowl, but that's okay. Okay, I need a little bit more. So what I can do is reposition this lemon and see if I can get a little bit more juice out of it. Yep, more juice is coming out now. I like extra lemon juice, so, but it looks like I'm just making it to the 4 tablespoons. Okay, so here we go. Now we've got our 2 tablespoons of lemon, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and now just a teaspoon of honey. So I will take my, I'm gonna go ahead now and pour this right into the bowl. And this also has teaspoons. There's a 1 teaspoon here, tablespoon. Okay, I guess I'll just measure out a teaspoon. No harm. All right, so we're gonna put a teaspoon of honey in here just to sweeten it a tiny bit. You could use maple syrup if you prefer. Sometimes I like using maple syrup just because it's easier to get it out of the container. It's easier to work with. Honey is kind of sticky and a little bit more tricky. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use the end of this to just scoop it. See, it's harder to get it out. Maple syrup would have been easier. Okay. So now it calls for just a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. So I'm not going to touch the sticky part at the end, but I'll just scoop up a 1/2 teaspoon. And my ground pepper, I'm just going to kind of guesstimate, which means I'll just do this until I think there's enough pepper in here. So let's go back and remember what we put in. We put in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, a teaspoon of honey, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Now here's where it gets really cool. You just mix, you're gonna throw your lettuce right in here. Before you throw your lettuce in, just kind of, I have a little tiny whisk. Isn't this adorable? It was a gift. Anyway, take your salad dressing, just kind of whisk it around here. Try to blend up the honey in here. And liquefy the honey, just kind of whisk it up. Looks, it's already pretty much mixed. So now what I'm gonna do is just take my arugula and I'm gonna just, now it's all cleaned and dried as best as I could. I'm just gonna take my hands now and I'm gonna start tossing it. Trying to mixing it down onto the bottom and getting that dressing on the bottom mixed in here. Okay, like that. And the last thing we want to put in is a 1/4 cup. This is a lot of dressing. I could have used probably half the dressing, or I could have made a bigger salad. It's okay. I'm gonna put in now we now put in a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. You can be fancy and use shaved Parmesan, but you can use whatever Parmesan you have. Put in at least a 1/4 cup. And go ahead and mix it some more. There you go. The arugula salad is finished and it's absolutely delicious. It was so easy to plant the arugula, grow it. It grows really quick. And harvest it, quickly rinse it, whip up a very quick lemon dressing, throw a little Parmesan cheese on, and look what you have. You have this wonderful side dish. So tonight, Tim and I are having just this salad with some frozen cod that I bought at Costco, and it's already pre-seasoned. We've never had it before, but I'm air frying it for just 15 minutes. And when it's at 145 degrees, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna remove the skin and just pop it right on top of the salad, and we're gonna have a nice arugula salad with cod. Really healthy. But if you wanted to have this salad for lunch, you could throw some chicken in it, you could throw some other protein in it. But if you wanted to have it as a side dish, this is loaded with potassium, vitamin A, and calcium, and tons of vitamin A, a lot of calcium, and quite a bit of potassium. It's a wonderful, healthy side dish, but also you can make a whole meal out of it. And just by adding a little bit of more protein, it has 6 grams, but by adding a little more protein, you have just a really healthy meal. So I hope that you enjoy this recipe. I hope you try, if anything, try growing arugula. You could grow it in a pot, and it grows so quick, and it's so easy and fast to grow. And you can throw it in smoothies. You can eat it like this. You can cook with it and have it hot and kind of wilted. So anyway, try it out. And if you like these type of recipes, please follow along with Organic Oasis. Thanks for watching.